Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 with my new pair of project cars for restoration. We have a pair of Salem Flamos, the 6Bs with the little 150 horsepower inline 6. This is not the same as the i6B that we just did, but I believe it is the same as the i6 I did in the GT20s that were sitting here last week. So again, we have this one right here that was a barn find that, again, fairly complete. Needs a hood, needs a air filter, but other than that, like, this car might actually be fully ready to run if I just do that. And over here was our junkyard find, which really has nothing. Again, you see I have a block, I have a couple carbs and a head, some cams this time. So this one actually has a little more objects or a little more parts to it than my last barn find or my last junkyard car did. And my goal today is to try to make $20,000 profit out of these two. Now I know last time I made like 30 between the two cars, but these cars are not as valuable. And again, I'm going to do one completely stock and original and one modified. But to help me out today, I have a warehouse over there that is completely full of parts. Not over stuff falling out, but I'm getting close. I don't know how many parts I'm going to have that for these two cars here. I know I have a lot of suspension parts. I don't know how many engine parts I have. So I'm going to try to use that this week to help increase my profit margins, because they're all stuff that I've had before, repaired. So they're pretty much just sitting there as free parts right now. So we're going to get these on the lift and start tear down here. We have both cars completely disassembled. We have one engine block sitting on the stand ready to be reassembled. What really gets me this time, compared to last time, is I ended up having to buy both blocks, and I had to buy both transmissions. Now, last time I was able to salvage the transmission for the bolt roulette, and salvage one. I think I salvaged both engine blocks, but I can't remember for sure. It might have only been one. So unfortunately, my costs are already a little bit higher than last week's, I believe, from just doing a quick glance over. But we're gonna see what we can come up with. Hopefully, turn some good profit. I don't know how valuable these Salem Flamos will end up being. So we're gonna get everything reassembled and see what we can get from there. Now with everything back together, you can see we have our barn find on the right, fully restored back to normal condition. I did have to find a hood for this one, but that was really it, I believe. Then we have our junkyard find with this olive green. A lot of new parts on this one. I don't think I was able to salvage anything. Well, maybe not even the door. I don't think I was able to salvage anything off of this body. So we're going to send him into the paint booth. Let's see what we can find out with him. And move car, there we go. Paint. And as usual, the barn find car is going to get the standard factory color back onto it, which really isn't too bad. I do kind of like these blues and purples. We'll get that moved back out. We'll put that in the parking spot. Why not? Get us a better look at it in a bit. And to our junkyard find. Let's see what this one has going with it. I don't like the olive green. I do like the idea of green though. Yeah, that's the factory color. Not a big fan. So, not green enough. Let's try. Ooh, there we go. Now we're getting some green into it. It's a little too bright though. And let's see what else we can find out here. Definitely don't want matte. I think I'm gonna go with the pearl this time, but I gotta go a little bit darker. get like the more of a forest green kind of look. Not bad. Now I kind of got lucky on this one, as the tires that I had were the mispurchased tires from the roulette last week that I thought were too skinny. They do look pretty good on here. So while the stock one only has a 15-inch rim, I only bumped it up 1 inch to go to a 16-inch on this one, which I think looks alright. I do like how dark that looks from the distance, but you can still see color in it. I like these. And I will say one thing for sure, this inline 6 is a good looking engine. It just looks phenomenal. Maybe I'll get a red one here next time I do a performance build. Let's move this over into the dyno while we're here. Let's see what kind of power this one's laying down. And walk into the door, why not? Alright, so we see a stock 150 horsepower, 128 foot-pounds of torque. Doesn't sound very exciting. And 256 horsepower, over 100 horsepower gain, pretty nice. 207 foot-pounds of torque. Not as torquey as I would have expected it, but not bad. And so we've got a value of $50,000 and $50,507 here. Let's move that back out into the apartment, into the garage entrance. So $50,507 there, and $33,148 on the stock car. Cars weren't super valuable. On the barn find, I made a respectable $10,995 of profit on it when I go to sell it. So pretty happy with that one. But on our modified light grade interior performance engine with 257 horsepower, our custom wheels, our custom body panels, we made $19,595. So a huge difference in it. And this is a car I had to buy almost every part on. I had to buy all the body panels, I had to buy a block, all the performance parts. I mean, there wasn't a lot of stuff that I had that were restored and repaired. So I'm starting to think, if you're going to build a car in CMS 18, it's best to just go all out performance, because you're going to make the money back, whether it's going to be a barn find model or if it's going to be a junkyard you grab. The only nice thing about doing it as a junkyard find is you're going to have to replace everything anyway, or 90% of it. So why not go ahead and buy the better equipment? But we will see you guys back next time on Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, where I find us a new project.